It's a very, particular format. I would say it only happens in America. Play with the players that you normally play against every weekend. Now you have it on your team. But I think it's a nice thing. I've enjoyed every single one that I played before, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one too. And the fact that we're playing Man United, I think it shows obviously, how much the league have progressed in the last few years, and it's important that people keep looking at it, and we have to keep showing that we're going in the right direction. So I think the game against Man United is going to be very important.
I think the thing is, he's a great finisher, and I think when you look at every game, whether it's World Cup, club level, each team gets a couple of chances, and usually the chances fall to him. He's very very unforgiving in what he does to your team. So one of the best finishers that have been in MLS. We think of him around the box. He's very efficient, very consistent, good movement. You give him an opening, he's more than welcome to jump into that and try and do some damage. So limiting his chances is obviously huge for the other team's success.
Can't give him an inch in the box. If you lose sight of him anywhere in the box, he's going to score a goal. And against us, we did that, and he scored. But he's a world-class player, and preparing for him is like preparing for any of the top players in the league. You just got to keep your eye on him.
There's no such a thing as a friendly game anymore. We all have reputation that we have to look after too, and when you step out of the field, you want to win. And the majority of players that are in here, I'm sure they're thinking the same. And for the Man United players, although it's a preseason game and just in the early stages of preseason, they're playing for the places. They need to prove that they can play for that club. The majority of the young guys, when they step out of the field, they have to prove, Sir Alex Ferguson, that they deserve to be in that squad. So if you take it that if you think that it's going to be an easy game, I mean, you're going to be out for a shock because it's going to be a good competitive match.
Well, you got to make the players aware of who they're playing against. I think if you don't know who Angel and Henry are, then you've been living under a rock for the last 5 years. They're 2 of 11, and they're dangerous too. And I think if they're playing up front together, you could have an argument for the best strike force to ever step on the field is for an MLS team. So, it makes for a lot of worry when the ball's in New York's hands. And I think it's one of those when the ball turns over, especially the team shape and where we are, to make sure those guys don't get the room to run and the room to attack the ball.
Always have crazy times. I mean, we always got done by them. They were extremely good. In general, I think I lost every game that I played against them. Yeah. Yes.
Changing that tomorrow night?
I hope so. Yeah. Absolutely.